Hi everyone, we're here at the Australian Armour and Artillery Museum on the weekend of Oz Armour Fest 2024, and we're taking a look at an example of some Sturm artillery which is on static display here at the museum. And so this is a Sturm Haubitze 42 or Stu 42. I've spoken previously in some other videos about the Sturm artillery and about the Stug 3 and the type of vehicle that it was and what it was used for. And the Sturm artillery was a concept that emerged in the mid-1930s amongst the German High Command, which was to provide infantry some indigenous fire support that could travel along with it. So these weren't tanks, they were assault guns that were designed to help the infantry move forward. The experience of Germany from World War I had been that if their infantry, their stormtroop, could break through enemy front lines and rapidly advance, that the artillery of the day, which was mounted on carriages, needed to be limbered up and horses needed to tow it around. That artillery, which was providing direct fire support to the infantry, couldn't keep pace, and so the infantry attack would bog down if it was successful in making a breakthrough because there was no infantry support. So in the mid-1930s, the idea was proposed to form Sturm artillery units, which would use vehicle-mounted howitzers to move forward with the infantry. And the first vehicle of the Sturm artillery was the Stug 3. And I've spoken before about the Stug 3 Ausführung A, which was used in the Battle of France during 1940 and was quite successful. This mounted a 7.5 centimeter Stugkanoner 37. This was a short-barreled howitzer that could help infantry attack machine gun nests, infantry concentrations, and hard points, and was quite adept at that role. However, as the war progressed, it was felt that the Stug 3 should be upgraded in terms of its gun to provide more of the capability to attack armoured enemy units. And for that reason, in the mid-war, it was fitted with the 7.5 centimeter Stugkanoner 40, which was great because it gave Panzer units some further support on top of their tanks for attacking armour. It gave infantry units the ability to fight back against armoured units, but the infantry really lost that capability to hit softer targets. And so in 1942, this vehicle was developed, the Stu 42, which mounted a 10.5 centimeter howitzer on the Stug 3 chassis. And the two vehicles, the Stug 3 with the anti-armour gun and the Stu 42 with the 10.5 centimeter howitzer, were made in parallel from about March 1943 through to April 1945, and about 1,300 of the Stu 42s were produced. So moving around to towards the front of the vehicle, you can see some of the Stug 3 Ausführung G features that were a part of this vehicle, as well as part of the Stug itself, like this built-in tow point that was now built into the armoured side instead of a bolt-on piece. You can see the fabricated trapezoidal mantlet that was used on the Stug as well as the Stu. There was also a cast mantlet used in both versions. You can see the extra 30 millimeters of armour, which is placed on top of the basic 50 millimeters of armour to bring the total to 80 millimeters. And here's that 10.5 centimeter howitzer. Now, there's no muzzle brake at the end. There was muzzle brake fitted to earlier variants, but it was deemed in the end that it wasn't really necessary. So the Stu 42 could carry about 36 rounds of ammunition. It was split between high explosive rounds to create an area effect and break up dispersed infantry, as well as shape charges for breaking up more armoured emplacements. The gun could traverse through 20 degrees left to right, and while it was a howitzer, it wasn't really used in a howitzer sort of parabolic fire type situation. It was more for direct fire, and so the gun could only elevate about 20 degrees. Engine in this vehicle, same as the Stug 3, same as the Panzer 3, the Maybach HL 120 TRM, a 12-litre, 12-cylinder petrol engine, and this vehicle weighed about 24 tons, and that engine configuration could move it along at about 40 kph. You can see a lot of the Stug 3G features are on this vehicle. They were built in parallel. Like, you've got the commander's cupola, you've got on the other side an armoured plate for mounting a machine gun for self-defense, and some of those other sort of Stug 3G commonalities. You can see the suspension. It's the same as the Stug 3. You've got the 3 return rollers. By this point in the war, they're not putting rubber on those return rollers anymore. You've got the 6 pairs of road wheels. Those are similar on the Stug 3, and you've got an engine in the back that's throwing a drive shaft to the front. So these were deployed in units along with Stug 3. So you had about 3 Sturm Haubitze and 7 Stug threes in a Sturm Artillery company. That's everything that I want to say about this vehicle. So I appreciate you listening to the end and hearing me bang on more about Sturm Artillery, and in this case, the Stu 42. Look forward to talking to you soon about another armoured vehicle or artillery piece, and until then, I hope you stay well, and we'll talk soon. Bye.